New at 10, wall-to-wall supporters turned out to tonight's Quincy School Board meeting in solidarity for the softball and baseball programs, players, and coaches.
It was in response to recent controversy surrounding unsafe stadium lights and a softball coach's social media post, all in response. Those lights were removed over safety concerns and the coach was suspended. Now questions surround his employment with the school district. WGEM's Gianni Peterson spoke with both sides tonight and joins us now live in Quincy with reaction. Gianni.
Well, the Quincy Board school president was able to shine some light on the fields that are right behind me right now. But many are still wondering about the job security of their coach. That's because she says the situation remains a confidential personal issue, but players and parents publicly addressed the matter anyway at the meeting, expressing their support for Coach Daryl Hensey. They say they deserve to have a voice in this entire situation and feel an important part of their team has been ripped away from them for going to bat for them. They're asking for more open discussion and transparency from the school.
We want to support our coach, and we think this is very unfair that they're firing someone who's sticking up for his players in our organization. Last year we had a very good season. We had our first regional championship win in, what was it, like 12 years? Yeah, I mean, that was a really big impact. I mean, we came together as a team last year, and I think we couldn't have been the team we were if it wasn't for having Coach Hens.
Gilker and her teammates claim the controversy isn't just about social media posts. It's time for everyone, including their own coach, that speak up for women's athletics, that there needs to be a change and they want to be a part of it. Live in Quincy, Gianni Peterson, WGEM News.
All right, thanks, Gianni. It was also mentioned at the meeting tonight that the school district plans to have construction begin in July after the girls' season is over on those lights.